Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Gluttons for Geekdom. I am Nick James.
And I am Bobby Deuce.
Today we have something special.
We have a guest.
We have a guest, and not only a guest, really just one of our greatest friends.
Yeah, John Cannon. What's your name, bro?
John Boy!
Hi, I'm John.
He waved.
He waved. He waved to the mic.
Literally.
He waved to the fans out there.
So last episode we talked about keeping Civil War spoiler free. Today we are saying, well, fuck that.
Well, I mean, we have a guest now. We're just gonna gush on that shit hardcore.
This is all Civil
Gush
War,
all
guys. No
over it.
news, no nothing.
we're just gonna gush all over it. We're gonna lose our loads. We're gonna lose our loads.
So yes, I mean, if you didn't get the hint, this is full of spoilers. You've been warned.
Yeah. I like how in the first episode it was like this is gonna be the first and only time we're gonna be like spoiler alert, and you just kept doing it.
And you're like, well, maybe. And I was like, no, fuck them. And then, yeah, we keep doing it.
Yeah.
I guess we really just don't want to get yelled at on the internet.
I mean, if you haven't seen it, you're lagging. I've seen it twice.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Get on that.
If you're, yeah.
We're supposed to be geeks. Get on that shit show. Get on that shit show.
One of the things that I posted on www.facebook.com/gluttons for geekdom was, as gluttons, and using that metaphor, we were damn near stuffed with how much we loved this movie. I mean, it was almost too much for even a glutton to take. It was,
Marvel really stuffed us at this point.
yeah, I'm starting to hear the euphemism. But no, it's fantastic. 5 out of 5. 4 out of... what did I say last time? I think I said 9.5 out of...
Out of
but
10.
then, yeah,
Because
after
of the-
we've
I think it was
talked
'cause of the
about the
length.
length,
Yeah.
and I've heard about the cutting, and we've talked about it, nope, I'm going to give them back that half. So
0.5,
5 out of
yeah.
5, 10 out of 10, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Plus the 2 extra scenes, waiting through 2 sets of credits.
Oh, we can finally say it, too, because we called spoilers. That Spider-Man scene, guys.
Yay, Spider-Man!
That movie.
Can I just say that it was fucking exciting to see a good Spider-Man.
It was great.
I love all those characters, but seeing Spider-Man in that movie, I was just like, just so giddy about it. I was so happy, so excited. I'm like, this is Spider-Man.
I think I lost it completely. Airport scene, he's on Falcon, and you have the right to remain silent. And he's trying to like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm kind of having fun, and this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Loved it. Boom, there's my money. And then the post-credit scene, and I was just like, here's more of my money, like, because I heard about different casting, and yeah, I'm apprehensive because it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I didn't
we've
really
been
know, and
we've
I
been
heard,
burned too much.
Yeah.
I'm tired of getting burned.
I knew he was going to be in this, and I was excited, but then you got the right to remain. Boom. Okay. Everything you got. I'll take 10 orders over here, please. Fucking A.
Yeah.
So good.
All his commentary when he's fighting Cap was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And calls him out on the fucking physics of the shield. Thank you.
That was so great.
Especially in a movie where he uses it more for weird bouncy shit than any other movie. Like, he bounces in every, but this is one where before Spider-Man said it, he did do one, and I was like, wow, they're getting really
It's like
liberal.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Stars and Stripes.
He just like whips it at everything and it just like, comes back. It's great.
Yeah, like I think one of the things that they do in these movies and stuff, like, yeah, sure, he bounces it off of shit and whatnot, but I think in the movies they played that up so much because he's known for like doing the ricochet shots with the shield.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, let's just have him do ricochet shots with his shield. But then it's just like, yeah, that's what Captain America does. Ricochet shots, people are gonna love that shit. And I'm just like, yeah, it's
We are,
awesome. But
yes.
I'm just like, wow, look at that.
Yeah,
Shield,
but it's not.
It always
real.
comes
you have
back.
a guy in a fucking Iron Man suit flying around, Dick. Like,
There's a guy with
we're
a
talking
gem
about
in his
Captain
forehead.
America. Yeah, this guy who we shoved into a little tank and then he came out bigger. You're gonna worry about physics now? Like, come on, let him throw the shield. They'll love
one
it.
of my favorite things is whenever he throws the shield. It's like a lot of times he'll just throw the shield, shit will happen, and they'll cut back to Captain. He's putting the shield back on his back. It's like, yeah, the shield didn't bounce back out. He just put it back on his back. It's like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat. He throws his hat. Then the hat appears on his head again. It's just like, so he throws his shield. Then he puts a shield. Another shield disappears on his arm, and he puts it on his back.
That's awesome.
It's so silly.
I like, what was it? Age of Ultron where they showed like the two almost magnetic things? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you ever stop doing that? That just seems so fucking practical.
Some good technology right there.
'Cause I
The
saw
two, the two
handle.
magnetic things on his arm.
Yeah. Like, why is he still holding on to, like...
Oh, I don't know.
Or do you think that's just there regardless? Because he can't, like, it would kind of be awkward just to have his wrist hanging. He would probably still need the grip, so maybe it is there, and we just... Cause
Well, I mean, like it would, in my opinion, just to have something that's just on your wrist like there, like it would feel more natural to be holding something, because like instead of because you're touching it, you feel like you're in control, whereas you're over here just in your mind, you're thinking like,
Does he throw it with the other hand? Like if he's not
I mean, there are times where he just like whips it with his with the arm, with his arm.
Yeah, again, we're just getting into too much physics of balancing shield. All right,
Spider-Man cleared that up for us.
you really did. Thank you.
Thank you, Spider-Man. That was I was like, that was clever.
I was waiting for it the whole movie, like everybody else, and then when I got it, I was just so much more excited than I ever could be.
Yeah.
So, like, let's start it off because it reminds me, the big bold white letters opening up everything. I love that.
Felt like some sort of indie movie. I was
It
just like,
was
this is
very
cool.
yeah.
It looked
Indeed,
really,
is that
it looked really pretty.
I don't know what feel to put that on, but I was just like, oh, oh, just okay. And then we see the Winter Soldier, and he's coming out, and the guy's got a little red book, little red star on it,
Yeah.
and he says a bunch of weird words, and it ends with the train car.
Yeah. The
Train car was the last one.
Yeah, something like that. And then that's his activation. That's his
freight car.
freight car. Yes, that's his Manchurian Candidate.
And then he's been like, I'm ready to comply.
Have you ever seen the Family Guy where they do that? And it's the one where Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase move across the street, and it's Spies Like Us, but it's actually Spies Like Us.
Mm-hmm.
And they get into the whole somebody's been activated because their code word is something that nobody would ever say, and it's, gee, that Italian family over there is being really quiet. So at the very end of the episode, I mean, the episode takes shenanigans, does what it does. At the very end of the episode, somebody says it again, and Meg, her eyes light up, and she's been activated. She walks over to the phone, dials the number, speaks a fuck ton in Russian, and instead of getting orders back, it's just, shut up, 626. You hear the phone hang up. Meg just getting the fucking shaft from everybody.
Shut up, Meg.
Yeah, but no, that's not what happens in this movie. They send him to get some information from a car,
Yeah.
and there's some blue baggies in the back, and
Yeah,
he
the
gets those baggies.
the serum. Yeah, the serum.
So that's how the movie starts. Just Winter Soldier up in your face, being the mercenary that he is, the controlled gun of Hydra.
His motorcycle skills are
Oh, we'll get to that.
pretty awesome.
That was great. That was the scene that we were talking about in last episode that we couldn't spoil. We'll do it now because we have been waiting. No, should we wait?
We'll wait till we get to it.
That's a good point. So after that happens, we go
when we get to the scene where I'm going to say computer blue, and then you guys will know what we're talking about.
We go to Africa, and we see the Avengers not as really. Here we are to save the day. They're on like a covert mission, which I was like,
With their stupid hats.
Yeah.
that's the starter pack. Did you see that meme? Like the Marvel "I'm staying undercover" starter pack is a baseball
I'm glad
cap,
someone else called
sunglasses, and your hood, like your collar is up, and you're a fucking
Scarlet Witch
you are
hat going on, too.
incognito. Yeah, if you've got a hat and
Incognitus.
sunglasses on, nobody knows who you are.
Oh, jeez. It's so silly.
It is. But again, I guess that's just one of those, like, especially when they're in Africa, don't people wear like different headdresses and stuff? Like, would it not be weird to see somebody in full garb? Like,
Yeah.
can't see my face. But not
no.
like you could totally do that. But
The
no,
funny
just
thing,
baseball cap, like,
the
they
funny
look
thing
fine.
is like it could work as a disguise. It's just that they're all doing it. It's like, who are all these people?
They look like a band walking around. They're like, yeah, like why? is
They all
something
agree
happening?
this
Yeah.
is their secret identity costume.
That's what they hang like. That's what's hanging up when their super suits aren't in use. Just all baseball caps and sunglasses.
Leather jackets.
And leather jackets.
Leather jackets, and I just like to see they just scroll through the closet to see all these leather jackets and hats and the sunglasses, and then there's a big giant leather jacket and a big giant hat and a big giant pair of sunglasses for the Incredible Hulk. Hulk in disguise too.
Oh,
And a giant newspaper. So he's just standing on the corner, reading a giant newspaper, edging his eyes back. Has a big blue tooth.
Giant blue tooth.
No, it's just an old Nokia phone. The whole phone is just Bluetooth. One of those old bricks.
That's what they took Cat's technology, the magnetic.
It's like Ben Grimm when he tries to make the phone call in Fantastic Four, just big and tall.
I was going to talk about
his.
his clothes at the end of Fantastic Four, his big sneakers
Oh,
and
yeah.
the big Hawaiian.
34 double D, whatever it is, he says.
Idiot.
Yeah, but it's still not as bad. I just caught the latest one. And again, this is horrible. Why is his name escaping me twice? Who directed that film?
Oh, no.
Because it's funny, I had it on and I remembered
Yeah.
without having to look it up, and now I forgot twice. Josh Trank. There it is. I don't know why it comes and goes like that. We've talked about the pitfalls, but still, at least he gets clothes in the first Fantastic Four, as silly as they are.
Yeah.
This one stays naked. The Thing is naked the whole time. Kind of weirded me out.
He just rocks.
Begs a few questions, sir. It really kind of does. I mean, I can live without ears. Like, where are your ears? Like, oh shit, man, I don't have ears. I'm all rocky and stuff. If I look down and I don't have anything to work with, like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go be a boulder somewhere. I'm just gonna go sit and hope to fucking die somewhere.
Walks to the desert, curls up, and
Just
that's
stands-
it.
Yeah.
Where's Nick?
Fuck it.
Oh, he's
a boulder.
He's a rock.
I heard he's getting promoted.
That's his-
Yeah, he's
that's
moving over to National Canyon Park. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's just what he chose to do. That's his life choice, being a rock.
He's Patrick's house.
That's a good one. So we're in Africa. They're all undercover. We're trying to catch Crossbones, who we know from Winter Soldier.
Yes.
They drop a building on him. But the cool part is, before they really get into the chase, is Falcon has his cool little drone.
Yeah.
What was it, like Red Wing? Red something?
Red Wing.
Red
And
Wing.
in the comics and in the old school, he literally had a fucking Falcon and shit. So the drone makes sense. I'm not gonna pet it. Like, haha, we get it. Like, you really are making it's your pet. Just in case people didn't understand.
Yeah.
Like, in the comics, this was a real bird. But I love, the drone just obviously makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And it finds out this garbage truck is fully capacitated. It's a battering ram. It's like classic comic book stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we're not robbing a bank or anything. We're real terrorists, so we're going for nuclear fucking,
Weapons.
yeah,
Mass
nerve agent,
destruction.
something like that, whatever it was. They get it. Cap's running in and out. And then they realize we're not going to get away from them. They have to crash the car. They try to get it away, and Crossbone's like, I got unfinished business. He's there to kill Cap.
Yeah.
He's on a mission.
And we get to see his awesome, what would you even call it? Pistons, almost.
Yeah.
His piston gauntlets.
Piston gauntlet, something like that. I mean, it's pretty much assumes to look like he literally packs a punch, catches Cap off guard, and throws him against the wall, and Cap for a little bit is off guard, and he's taking hits.
Yeah, he is taking hits.
He takes a few good hits, not enough to bleed though. 'Cause also, that's when he, before the chase really starts, he falls off a building, hits a truck, and falls on the ground. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah. Ooh.
He ate
and
so
he kind
much
of gets
shit.
up, like no blood, no scratches or anything. You're like, oh shit.
It's fucking Captain America.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah,
taking these
he's
punches,
like on
not
a-
a single drop. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no stretch, no limbering.
He's built
Okay.
solid, gets up, just takes
Yeah.
off.
Let's go. Let's keep going. We have a job to do. Good thing I'm a super soldier.
Yeah, really. But he's taking the punches, and eventually, catches.
I love that. That was such a sweet scene because he rips the arm off and then
Once
he's like,
he catches himself,
yeah,
he
like
fights
listen,
him back.
I'm Captain fucking America.
Yeah.
He got real cocky after he threw the arm.
Yeah,
he
he
walked
was
up like,
Oh my God. He was stonewalking his way over to the dude. Yeah, I'm about to break your face in. Just to let
Yeah.
you know.
So he gets the guy. the guy takes off his mask, which I was really happy about. He makes the joke, I don't think I look bad, all things considered. And really, if that's the worst of having a building dropped on you, all things considered, no, he didn't look too bad. Mm-hmm. But he's like, fuck this noise, I'm not going down without you. He's got a suicide vest on. And as he's about to blow up, Wanda catches him in a psychedelic bubble. And just thinks, oh shit, I gotta get this out of here, and just lifts him up in the air. Mm-hmm. Doesn't hold it long. I don't really know what she was thinking, or if the blast just broke the bubble, but anyway, it goes off right next to a building, and people die.
I don't know about her power sometimes. I feel like they make her look so strong, but then she can't contain this explosion.
It's weird.
For example, like later with Vision, with the whole like building, I'm gonna put you through the earth.
Condensing his mass.
I'm like, you can do that, but you couldn't control this one bomb.
Well, I mean, like if you notice when she's doing that to him, you see his crystal in his head just change colors. So it's like
because
she might
is mind control, and that is the Mind Stone, right?
Yeah, so it might have been like what she's doing is like he even mentions that she got her powers from Loki's staff, which is now the crystal in his forehead. So she's over there.
Good call.
So they're over here. She's over here using her powers, the powers that are on this guy's head, and just changing his makeup, and then boom, he just falls through the rest of the house. Just like, I'm going to make you heavier.
Him,
yeah.
Because if he can go see through, I would think it'd be like Martian Manhunter's power. So if you can go see through, that's really just density changing. So if you can make yourself less dense to go through stuff, you can also make yourself so dense that's what I think was happening, because he was
falling.
Yeah. So I think she tapped his mind and made him do that. Then whoop, and just. Yeah, couldn't control the blast. So once again, we have Avengers out in the field.
Or she just like threw him the other way.
They done something.
Just like
not just straight up. I mean, I don't know. But
maybe she should have made the blast the blast even denser. Made it go through the earth.
That could have ended poorly. Blows up the core.
Oh no!
Nara was dead. She did it again.
There's a fucking Superman problem now.
Yeah,
that's like a disaster that happens in a Superman like story.
Because he can fix it.
He can do it. That's a Justice League thing. Like, no. Well, someone set off a bomb in the Earth's core. Superman's got this.
Yeah. Public doesn't like that she blew up stuff.
Yeah. I mean, she was over. They were over there in Africa, and I mean, it's. If you can tell,
Gluttons were there too.
Yeah, you could tell with the way T'Chaka like reacts to that it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Where they are and what's going on.
But before they have to deal with that, you see Tony Stark, and he's doing that holovision kind of thing where he's super young, which is what I'm guessing they did to Michael Douglas, and you see young Tony Stark and current Tony Stark on the same screen. You're like, wow. Yeah. Because that reminds me straight of Weird Science. Remember that old, kind of old, to us it's old, to me it's old, flick, and he's in it. Like, that's the first thing I really remember him in. Then he did this other really good one, Heart and Soul, and it's just like, that looks just like him. Like, what the fuck? How did they do that?
It would have been silly if they were just taking clips from that movie.
That's
just
what I was
putting it in
thinking.
there.
I swear to God, that's how I thought they did it. Technology blows my goddamn mind.
At first, it looked really real, but then, like, as he got closer to the screen, that's when he started to look like really CGI.
Yeah.
Okay.
At first, I thought it was actually him. They just shaved him. Did like maybe like minor CGI, but then as he got like closer, and then the real Tony shows up in the back, you can see it's actually really
yeah.
CGI.
Like what I was thinking is like, okay, when the scene starts, I'm like, okay, I thought about to introduce Peter Parker. But then the way the guy's acting is like, okay, well,
He's got his Mr. Frosty T-shirt on.
I was like, it's a young Tony Stark. Something it's a flashback, but then he appears in the background. So I'm like, what the fuck are they doing here right now?
He's a sick fuck.
It's like
the type of technology he makes so he can depress himself.
Right.
But he's doing all this at MIT, and he says, I'm going to fund all your research because this silly idea helped me get through stuff, and now I want to give you money to make sure that you can make a bunch of stuff. gives him all the money, and then that's when we find out that Pepper Potts and him are on a break. Mm-hmm. We don't really find that out, but like on the teleprompter, it's like, and here's Pepper Potts, and he's just like, break some eggs, and walks away.
He's like,
which is really fucking badass. Like, let him out, break some eggs.
That is a pretty good one.
It is, and then he runs into not Viola Davis.
Yeah,
Not Viola Davis.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, but we tried to do this. What was her name?
I don't think we found out her name.
we didn't look it up.
We just know it's not Viola Davis.
Yeah.
Is standing there, and I mean, gives a great performance. She does great, and all like, this was my son. He died, and he died over in
Sokovia.
Sokovia. Yeah. I like how I like when she was reaching into her purse. He is like, no one pulls a gun on me ever again.
Occupational hazard. Sorry. And no, it's a picture, and my son died, and what do you care? You saved the world. You walked away from it.
Yeah, that was. We'll get into that at the just because it's another line that happens like pretty much at the end of the movie with Zemo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's really weird that I just thought of is that in the Avengers, they bring up New York. So, like, the Avengers obviously was so much stuff, like, a lot of stuff got destroyed. But you didn't hear the fanboys go crazy like they did for Man of Steel. Like, he destroyed half the city. Where's all the deeds for the collateral damage? Whereas in the Avengers, they did a lot of stuff and nobody really gave a shit.
Yeah.
Whereas in, like, Batman Superman, we had called them out or addressed the fact that they're like, nobody's here. Nobody's around. Everybody's gone. Because they had gotten so much backlash that somebody pretty much was like, nobody's around. Lay off. Whereas
I feel like in the Avengers, the collateral damage was much,
they called themselves out on it pretty much is what I'm trying to say.
They've destroyed so many cities.
I mean, they picked one up and then blew it up. Like, that's a whole city.
Yeah, that was pretty...
Like, not crumbling and falling and no, they fucking blew it up in the middle of the air.
Pretty knuckin' futz. One of the biggest issues that I really have with them calling them out on that is that the Avengers aren't destroying it. It's the guys coming from the fucking space thing. They're over here.
Well, see, that one, yes, I'll give you that one. I'll give you New York.
Yeah.
Ultron was his fault.
Yeah, Ultron was his fault, yes.
Ultron, not even only Sokovia, but when they bring out the Hulkbuster.
Yeah,
they blow all that shit.
Now, that right there, I'll be like, yo, the Avengers they're kind of just, what they're doing right now is kind of
This is
tough.
them reining one of their guys in. What would they do if they turned? They're trying not to damage, and look at what the fuck they did. Imagine if they wanted to turn and do some stuff. Literally, like, hey, entire country, pay me money. No. We're gonna drop a Hulk on your ass. Oh shit! Okay.
It also
get him when we've paid. Like,
it also begs the question: it's like, okay, this is a guy known for just losing his shit and just creating just mass destruction. Why is he on this team? Why are they letting this guy be on the team?
That's a big question. That's because he was a franchise and they just kind of made it work. I think he started off kind of more
as a big liability.
He's like the biggest liability.
What's that general guy who moved up to be Secretary of State? Where the fuck is Thor and Banner? You guys literally misplaced 2 megaton warheads. Mm-hmm. Both of these people can destroy everything, and they're on your team. You recruited these guys on your team, and now you don't know where the fuck they are?
But also,
you're blowing towns up? You like, that's what that talk basically is. Like, guys, it's a very good argument for...
But I would also say this. Banner was out there for a really long time, just laying low. Yeah, he's not... Like, the whole thing, when he wasn't part of the Avengers, his main deal was not getting caught and then turning into the Hulk and just destroying all types of shit.
He was like chilling in India when they found him.
Yeah.
Well, Natasha even said, we've kept some other interested parties off your tail. So there are people looking for him, though.
True.
So S.H.I.E.L.D. was really doing that. So in terms of why hasn't the world taken him out, maybe we were trying. Did you guys see that awesome ring? It's an awesome S.H.I.E.L.D. ring. And it looks all cool, and it's got the S.H.I.E.L.D. emblem, but when you take it off and you look at the back, it's the Hydra emblem hidden in the ring. Yeah, so good. It was a lot of money, and I was like, that picture was good enough for
I'm
me.
not buying that.
If I paid a quarter, yeah. If it was like one of those chinks, yeah, definitely. But no. So as the general is giving that talk, it was cool to see him come back. Vision's in a sweater.
He looks so fucking silly.
You think he made that sweater or he put it on?
That blew my mind. I don't know. You mean like, did he imagine himself wearing a sweater and it materialized?
Just like his cape comes out.
Because I would love to see him just in a Macy's, just just picking out sweaters. That was supposed to be like
as he's looking through the Macy's, you just see him changing his shirt.
That's even fucking better. Yeah, I'm not paying for this. Sir, you have to pay.
He doesn't even need to go to Macy's. He just gets the catalog sent to his house.
Like, what if he actually just is the sweater? He just makes the Vision, the whole Vision thing is just the body. He just creates that for himself. But it's actually just a sweater.
A super sweater?
Yeah, super sweater.
That's a good question, though. No, he probably materialized it. It just makes so much.
Guy doesn't walk through doors.
Money to go and buy sweaters. He's just
Tony gives him an allowance.
You can go out and you can buy one sweater today. One sweater. Last time I came back in here, the whole kitchen was just filled with sweaters.
I like them all.
I like the sweaters.
I'm not your butler anymore. That's really good. But now they're all faced with this choice, and Tony and Cap have this cool like look between them where Tony like he's not looking and he's looking, and they're like, oh god. But then Cap gets the call, and unfortunately, Miss Agent Carter, Miss Peggy, dies. That sucks.
Yeah,
that was a hard scene. I think that it was a harder scene in Winter Soldier, where they're talking and they're all happy, and she does the blink thing like, Steve, you're here.
Yeah.
You can obviously tell that she's suffering from Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever the difference is. I'm not too sure. That's hard. That kills me. Whenever I see something like that, it just fucking kills me. There's a really good one in St. Vincent. Bill Murray.
I haven't seen
and he's with his wife, and he goes to see her every day, and she never recognizes him. And they're sitting there and they're talking, and she says his name, and he's like, yeah, it's me. And like, she gives this performance, whoever the actress is playing his wife, and she's looking at him, and you can see one or two moments of clarity, and then just confusion, and then anger and confusion, and just, well, I don't want to go feed the ducks anymore. And then him just, fuck, like, oh, I had her for a second, she was there for a second, and she was like, so anything to deal with that just kind of blows my mind and kind of breaks my heart. So to see that for Cap killed me, but then to know, there is even a fate worse, and she died. Yeah. And him being a pallbearer was really tough, and just...
Is it... Okay, that entire time, him being a pallbearer, I thought that was touching, but then I'm watching it, I'm just like, yo, those other dudes carrying that casket don't need to be there.
He just one straps it. They're all
like a boombox.
Yeah, exactly. Just
the boombox is actually hooked up to the thing, so it's like.
This was her favorite song. This was her jam.
Her jam.
Imagine if guys were just like, I'm not carrying this. Captain America is here, guys. Captain America is here. No, I'm not carrying this. Good point. Yeah, that's a great point. And then Peggy's niece comes up to talk, and it's 13, Agent 13, who we met in Winter Soldier, living across the hall from Steve. And didn't know, and really just awesome in that movie. And she talks, and JFK and her sitting, and I have a lot to grow up to. And
it was cool.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
And again, as I was even just talking about, like, the dementia scene, I realized, kind of backtrack, like, we're talking about a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And I got choked up for a second. Like, we're talking about, what a time to be alive. What a great, like, somebody is sitting and taking this shit as seriously as I need them to, as I want them to.
Yeah.
Like, fucking what a time to be alive, man. I got choked up and shit. I'm thinking about it, like, in this movie, there's a man who gets the size of an ant or the size of a fucking plane. Like,
Yeah.
this is all happening in the same goddamn movie. Like, what a... Oh, sorry, nerded out about nerding out. That's breaking the fifth wall. The meeting ends and Scarlet...
There are actually
not
there
Scarlet.
are no walls after the fourth one.
There's a ceiling.
Yeah.
I'm stretching with that. I'm trying.
The ceiling falls down. I've broken all the walls.
Comes and she's like, "Hey, we got to go sign this." He's like, "Nah."
Fuck that.
Oh, because, and I think 13 gives this line about what something Peggy said about, you know, when you can compromise, you have to, but when you can't, it is your duty to plant your feet in the earth and take whatever's coming on, and no matter how hard they yell at you, you have to move. You look back and you say, "No, you move." And
Yeah.
again, just another powerful thing where it's just like, oh.
It really, you could see it hit like
Hit him,
Steve Rogers, and he's like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not
signing
I'm not
this.
budging at all.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the right thing for us to do.
Safest hands are still our own.
Yeah. Because I mean, like anytime any of this bad shit that happens, they just like he watches the news too. After like they do a mission, the mission is over and done with. He sees all that collateral damage. People are just blaming him, but he's like, he knows that he's still fighting the good fight. Like it still hurts him.
And is smart enough to turn off the TV at some point.
Yeah.
You know, and has to explain that to Wanda. But I like their relationship too.
Wanda
That
Cap.
everybody's kind of taking Wanda under the wing almost. Like,
Yeah.
It's just like that's
She's a newest member, and she's just a kid.
Yeah, he says that too
Yeah.
to Tony.
She's a kid.
kid. That's coming up still.
And she's like, "You locked me in my room."
Yeah. Oh. So no, he's not signing it. Widow does go.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we get to see some awesome acting. A brand new person who I've been waiting for since the preview again come into this universe and come in a big bad way. I mean, both those, T'Chaka and T'Challa is who we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And both those actors just fucking kill it. I mean,
go
that
to
opening scene
Vienna?
with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant,
Big white
yeah.
letters.
And both those guys kill it.
Yeah, they were cool.
So good. And I was saying before we started, there's that scene where T'Challa starts talking to Widow. T'Chaka comes over and he's looking at his son. He's got that happy face on, and he turns and looks at Widow, and his face just drops. Just, oh, hey, like you're here too. Like, just sorry about all the people that died, and she's very.
I'm
graceful
signing too,
about it,
and
yeah.
he's like, good.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here. I'm talking to my son.
yeah, and then they.
Let them wait.
Yeah.
It's a shame Steve couldn't be here.
Yeah.
All right.
And then she fucks off because that's basically what he tells her to do. And they're both, father and son, are looking at each other and pretty much at this moment you're coming into your own, and this is great. And they touch each other's faces and thank you. Right? Is it thank you?
Yeah, he says
that the word?
Thanks, like Baba or Bob or something like that.
Oh yeah, he calls him Baba.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thanks, Baba.
It's thank you and thank you, and it's more than just thank you for being. It's just, it seems like a general thank you for life.
Yeah.
It's really, again, touching. I believe that relationship in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
A heartbeat later, motherfucker's dead. T'Chaka just got blown up by the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Or so we think. At the time, we think it's him. We'll get to that. And again, everything blows up. Beautiful shot. All the black smoke comes up, and it goes into a full black screen that pans up to him, and you don't hear it at first, but he's dragging himself towards his father and doing the whole picking him up in his arms, and you could see the tears running through the ash on his face, and just starts rocking back and forth, and then it comes back into the sound, and Baba, and you're just like, holy shit, you guys just built me an entire relationship. I broke it.
Right then and there. Boom.
Boom.
Over. Done.
Roller coaster, man. Just what a great fucking flick. I mean, we're not even to the amazing.
The meaty chunks.
The amazing. The
amazing.
spectacular.
Yeah.
Yet. But that part is just like, holy shit. So now Natasha's outside sitting, and they're trying to figure shit out, and T'Challa's sitting there, and he's got the ring, and he's playing with it, and she's trying to comfort him. And whatever the words are, he pretty much stands up, and don't worry, I will kill him myself.
Yeah, and
dude,
he's like he's like I'm taking the law into my own hands.
And that inspires just like one of the greatest scenes ever. Cap goes looking for Bucky, finds him, gets into his apartment. Cap and Bucky in the apartment, SWAT team or whatever the Russian version of a SWAT team is coming in to get him.
Bucky trying to get away. Cap is sort of
German. Okay.
Like it was a crazy scene because Bucky's trying to get away. He's taking dudes out as he goes. Cap is in there too. He's trying to help Bucky get away, but he's also trying to save these people from getting killed at the same time.
Killing. Well, it's great because he's like, you're gonna kill somebody, and Bucky goes for the punch with his metal arm, and you think he's gonna punch Cap right in the face, but no, breaks the board next to him and grabs his.
I need my camel back.
I'm not gonna kill anybody. I'm not gonna kill anybody, and then as they're going down, like you were saying,
yeah, he's they're just fighting. They're fighting down the building and shit. Like Bucky's over here just wrecking dudes. He's over here like he's tossing guys down the stairwell. Cap is catching these guys like, nah, what are you doing? Come on, you're trying to save these people and you're trying to kill these people at the same time. It was just a nice.
Cap talks a lot of shit though. He's there whipping a metal disc at people's faces. Like he's gonna kill someone.
Yeah. It was a nice sort of, how can I put it, the way he conflict with Captain America's character.
Yeah, like this is my friend, and it's almost like fun friend banter, but I've also got to keep these people alive.
It's pretty much like he knows, like it's like Captain America becoming a criminal. He knows what he's doing is wrong.
Oh yeah,
but he's still trying to be the good guy.
Because he knows if he's not there, Bucky's not coming out of this alive.
So yeah, he's on the outside of the law, trying to save the world at the same time.
Breaking the law.
Breaking the law. So Bucky throws that backpack, his camelback, across, lands, starts running away, and you see his shadow. You know, it's like an up-down shot, so you see the shadow, and then in that shadow, wow, like you don't hear that, but just a man-panther shadow coming at you, tackles him from the back, stands up, and there he is, man. There is the Black Panther. Freaking vibranium claws out. The necklace looks great. Doesn't really. It looks functional.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like everything looks like it should be.
Yeah.
And it looks tough.
Yeah.
It doesn't just look like a silk something that he threw on. It looks more like armor, and we find out it's.
You can see the textures on the neck, on the joints.
It looks so.
The
sweet.
helmet. Just
helicopter comes in there when they're fighting. The bullets are bouncing off.
Yeah,
him.
you see the function.
It
was
like
so sick, man.
Black Panther.
Come on. Like, what the fuck is that?
He does the coolest shit in that movie, I believe, sometimes.
And for that moment too, I was like, I don't care about Spider-Man. Like until that came up, I was just like, oh, I can wait, because we saw an okay amount with him in the trailer, but we didn't see.
It was only really that
whole relationship,
and the running.
So I fell in love with T'Challa in a way, and I will kill him myself. So like, that just puts so much more behind that mask. So like, all the awesomeness that culminated into that scene, it's just like, keep going. So they start going fucking running, man. And Cap eventually.
Me and Bobby were saying this last night. Since when can they all run so fast? Like, I get that they're super soldiers, but they're like outrunning cars.
Well, they're outrunning cars in traffic.
True.
Is the only I did think about that. There are so I'm thinking like those cars were going 30, so they must have been running 45, which is guys can't run that fast. But super soldiers, can they run 40? Is that safe? How fast can a person run? Like 12?
I think maybe around there.
15 sprinting? I don't know. How fast is the fastest that guy from the Olympics? How fast can he go? I mean, if we dial that up, maybe let's just say 40 for the fuck of it. I don't know, because Cap in its Winter Soldier, when he's parkouring up that ship, he's moving kind of quick. I don't know. I thought about that too. It is something that I'm trying to keep, but they can outrun cars in traffic, I would think.
It looked good. Like,
it looked great.
It looked good.
It looked like they were fucking
normally
doing
when they do like insane running, it either looks too ridiculous or it looks like it looks like shit.
Or they got to flash it out,
Yeah.
to literally make somebody like see them doing that.
But they like, sure, the cars were in traffic, but these guys, they were fucking booking it.
They were going fast. Oh, no, I'm just saying, it's not like they jumped on freeway or 78 where the speed limit's 70 miles per hour.
I mean, well, they still were they still were on like a highway.
I think
area.
it was a 40 area, and they were in traffic. That's what I want to stick to.
They were just zipping by the fucking cars. They were moving.
Going.
They were moving. Like Winter Soldier's like, I gotta get somewhere. Black Panther was like, I'm not gonna stop you from getting somewhere. And Captain America was like, nobody's getting anywhere.
Bobby,
they were so athletic.
Yeah. How does Winter Soldier try to get somewhere, though?
Oh man, he's a guy.
Guys, if you listen to the last episode, this
Computer
is what we
blue.
wanted to spoil so bad.
Computer blue. So there's this dude on his motorcycle. He's oncoming traffic to Winter Soldier right now. He's coming at Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier just, as the guy comes up there, he grabs the bike. Dude goes wherever the fuck he goes.
He flies.
He does a sick ass spin move. Gets on the bike and boom, he goes.
360s jump on without stopping the engine. Just boom.
One motion, removes the guy
Not
from his
360,
motorcycle,
yeah.
gets on the motorcycle and takes off. One motion.
180, not a 360, because he'd just be going the same way then.
Yeah, I was like, when that happened, I was just like, in the theaters. That was usually I'm like, nice, I'm the cool. I was just like, nice. I was just blown
That's the
away.
one, yeah, you were like,
I was
nice.
blown
And
away.
the guys next to me were like, yeah, that was nice.
That was pretty cool.
Filthy.
That was like I see a lot of cool shit when I watch movies, but that floored me. That floored me.
So good.
So good.
But then eventually, he can't even outrun T'Challa on that.
No.
So eventually he
Because
gets
once again,
that
they can
one
sprint
claw.
40 miles an
Yeah.
hour.
Well, but
Well, he jumps on Cap.
on
Is
Cap's
coming up
truck.
right behind him. Yeah,
Cap,
he actually-
Cap gets
Cap's
he gets a truck.
I don't have time for this. I need this
T'Challa's-
Audi.
I'm gonna break this windshield, kick it out.
He's out. He's Audi 5000. Yeah, fucking. Yeah, T'Challa gets on all these cars and stuff, just
hopping around.
just getting places, and he just knocks out that one tire, and
Those claws are handy.
those claws are handy.
Do you remember?
They're
that
handy
when,
claws.
When he first came out, the
Yeah, piece of
Entertainment
shit.
Weekly had that little blurb over his name. Like at first, when that came out, it was him, Cap, and Iron Man, and above Black Panther in little letters it said meow. And then like somewhere in the article on the front page it was like, and has claws that any housewife would appreciate. And it's just like, guys, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing this to him? I hope they feel stupid now, because he's one of the most badass characters.
Dude, he was on point with his shit.
Suburban Housewives are all about that BBC.
Yeah. If you know that reference, you're as dirty as us. It's like when anytime somebody says DP in a normal sentence, I'm just like,
You can see the giggle.
yeah. I can see the giggle. Where it's just like, guys, come on. Come on. They can just say the actual words. Nobody should say those two letters next to one another because naughty. But T'Challa gets the wheel. They all get arrested.
Yeah.
And I think that this is going to be the end of part one.
Okay. Yeah.
That
Cut
sounds
off.
pretty okay.
Yeah. We do have to meet Bill.
Yeah.
Bill.
Talk to Bill.
Yeah, it's just the end of part one for
We
now.
have to kill Bill.
Probably going to post them back to back, but just in case you guys take a breather.
That's illegal.
We'll be back with you in just a little bit.
Over here, doing like 5-point exploding heart technique.
Blood.
It's like, that's not real. Damn, that hurt.